What's up, kids? Let's talk again. So, we get a lot of questions, as you would expect in a group like ours, which is really kind of built around efficiencies about how to get that work life balance. So, let me dive into that a little bit. And there's reasons that people have it, and there's reasons people don't. So, most people in our community are building high ticket group coaching programs, right? We're experts at something a lot of us have done for you agencies or even one on one consulting businesses. And we're moving to that high ticket group model, like your own mastermind. That adds complexity. Just running your own business adds complexity. And having to do that twice, adding a new business model on it, really adds complexity. So let me just dive into why some people have that work life balance and some people don't, because that's honestly a big thing that makes people crash and burn in this process. And I don't want you crashing and burning. Go out there and build your awesome thing and share your knowledge with the world and get paid for it. But you don't want to have to bail out because it's just too exhausting. All right. First thing up that everybody thinks of when they think, oh, so and so is amazing. They have this amazing work life balance. I wish I was more like them. It's just who they are. All right. Let's just kind of deal with that. That's not a myth. Some people are just that way. Some people, it's their personality. All right. There is a small collection of humans on this planet that are amazingly good at just naturally balancing their work life situation. All right. They somehow have plenty of money. They somehow have plenty of time. They have great relationships, great health. Everything seems to be working out. And I know a lot of us are pretty skeptical and they're like, yeah, but if you only knew, well, I don't know. And I do know some people who just simply seem to be like, they really haven't figured out and they haven't tried very hard to figure it out. It just happened for them. That's a personality thing, right? Just like some people are the life of the party. Some people are amazing athletes. Some people are amazing scholars. Some people are amazing at building relationships and empathizing. Sometimes we're just born with that. Okay, if you're that way, lucky you. If you're not that way, don't despair. And the key thing here is don't try to become like someone you're not. It's really important. Now, what's up? Good morning. So great to see you. It's really important that you don't try to become someone you're not. We all read books and we listen to podcasts and we listen to lots of other hosts. Y'all listen to me. Don't try to be me. Be you. Your personality matters. And you need to be you as you're building the thing you're building. Okay. So hold on to that. Hold on to you. The next two things you can actually do something about. And this is where it really matters. Okay. The personality thing matters. I'm not saying it doesn't if you have that. But just like some of us are born natural athletes, I'm not. I have to work really hard to run, bike, work out, and stay focused on that. My body doesn't want to do it, but it matters if I stay after it. Okay. Skill. You can totally change this. All right. So many great books out there, so many resources that are free in this community. There's tons of videos and this kind of stuff we've already put out there for you. If you have more questions, reach in. But ultimately, the skills required to get balance in your life are practiced skills, and those skills never quit being practiced. So just like in relationships or in diet or in physical fitness or in just taking time to breathe every day and do meditation, whatever it is that you do, whatever your passion is, if it's building puzzles, building Legos. I have a huge Lego set right over here next to me that I built recently. I like Lego sets. It's a Defender 90 for those of you who wonder. Anyway, you can build the skill set required to get your work-life balance in place. It's systems, it's calendar structure, and it's often a little bit of delegated help. Those three things, basic systems, basic calendar structure, and a little bit of delegated help can really bring a lot of balance to you. Those are the tools and the skill sets required to use those tools. Now, being skilled at running your calendar, we're going to talk more about that in a second. Being skilled at finding which system should I use to get balance. Being skilled at figuring out how do I delegate? How do I bring people together to help me? Those things are hard. Yeah, lucky people, right? That's so true. The people who actually, Dan, what's up, dude? Yeah, the people who actually have the right personality for it. Isn't that so great? Yeah, perfect. Practice, yes, build that muscle. So true. It's so important that we continue to build and that we don't give up in the building process because it's natural to want to slack and give in because it's really, really hard. And I want to make sure you don't struggle with that. So back to this, the skills, basic systems, basic calendaring, and basic delegated help. All right. Hold that delegated help thing off to the side for a second. The skills and the calendaring, meaning getting a little bit of system and structure. Sorry, systems, not skills. Getting a little bit of skill around picking a system and running a system that helps you just get the minutia off your plate will allow you to get some free time and get some balance. Basic calendaring helps you give structure. When am I going to work? When am I not going to work? Super simple example of that. We're really bad as entrepreneurs about that. It's easy to work and work and work, and we get a lot of kudos and a lot of congrats from our peers and from the bank account when we work more, but it doesn't always bring balance. And that's really, really important. Charlene, what's up? So great to see you. Oh, it's Charlene, smiley face. My names aren't popping up here on my. There you go. Sia, how you doing? Um, my names aren't popping up here on my little Facebook feed, so I can't see everybody who's doing. Hope y'all are well. I see your text popping up. So true. It's super easy to not stop working. Yeah, we get pluses in our life for overworking. Unfortunately, that's how it is. All right, let's talk about the need. So you need to have systems and calendar structure and some basic delegated help to get balance, right? You can do that inexpensively. You can do it without a lot of time. But here's what really matters. All right. This is the thing that trumps everything else. This is more important than personality. It's more important than the skill sets. It's the need. Yourself or your life will decide how much free time you have or how much work time you have. Something besides you will pick all these structures for you if you don't pick them. If you're a great relationship builder or a poor relationship builder, your other relationships will start to tell you if you're good or bad at that, right? If you're a great workout buddy or a bad workout buddy, your workout buddies will start to tell you, I like it or I don't like it when you're working out with us. If we're balancing our life or not balancing our lives, our hearts, our souls, our minds, our bodies will start to thrive in that process or start to give out in that process. Now, all of us have seen or know people or experienced ourselves where we've all of a sudden had some medical emergency or some big thing come with a family member. And all of a sudden we have to leave work for a month, let's say 6 weeks, 2 months. And it just like everything seems to melt down and collapse around us. That's life choosing to give you 4 to 8 weeks off from work. Now, that's not a great scenario and nobody wants that scenario, but sometimes life throws at us, right? Here's the thing though, we find ways in our desperation to build simple systems, find a little delegated help, and structure our calendars when life compresses everything down on us and we get desperate and we have to make those choices. The need that drives this is so critical. Anza, it's so great to see you. Good morning. The need that drives us is so, so critical. And it's so important that we focus on this need and that we get the right stuff done. Because if we don't have the right focus, we don't have the need focused, then life will decide for us. Okay. So here's how you structure the need. One time I read, let's say one time, like 5 times I read Tim Ferriss's 4 Hour Work Week. Okay. That book that we all have that none of us have ever like really finished or actually taken action on. Believe it or not, it's a great book. And there's great principles in there that really help. One of the best things I learned from that book was simply forcing the structure, forcing the balance, forcing free time into my calendar, where I was required to get smarter and smarter and smarter every day with systems, some calendar structure, and delegated help, forcing myself to prospect and sell smarter, forcing myself to run the systems and do the done for you work or the coaching work in a smarter, faster, more efficient way, forcing myself to find ways to transform the people's lives who are leaning in on me as a client in a way that's really meaningful to them, that gets their work done efficiently and my work done efficiently. Those structures that I put in place, the constraints I chose on my own life, gave me freedom. Because we're going to choose the constraints or the constraints will be chosen for us, right? Life just simply doesn't give you a free, wide open pasture at every turn. There's often walls we have to overcome. When you pick the walls that you have to overcome, you get to decide the timeline. You get to decide how much it's going to cost. You get to decide how hard it's going to be for you to achieve it, the skill sets required. You get to plan when you get to delegate. When you choose the wall and you place it there on your own, you get to pick how it plays out. That's a really, really cool thing. That's so important in this process. Oh, the book inspired my first online business. That's so cool, right? I love that. I would love that book, by the way. It's a really great one. So it's not the personality that matters. The work-life balance. It's not just because some people get lucky. Yes, there are a few of us out there. There's also a few Taylor Swifts out there, and there's a few Hollywood movie stars that you follow out there that just got lucky. I'm not saying Taylor got lucky. Please, Taylor, if you're watching, I know you watch my videos every day. I know you didn't get lucky. You worked really hard. She's one of the smartest, hardworking people you can see on the planet. She's incredibly good at what she does. Here's the thing, though. Not everybody, even with her skill set, even with her drive and her personality and everything she's got, not everybody who starts where she started gets the opportunity she got, right? It doesn't always work that way. So don't say that people with the personality just get lucky and they have all this balance. That's not real. It happens, but it's not normal. The skills that you choose to develop while you're enforcing your own needs, your own constraints, your own boundaries to get your work-life balance back, that's what matters. All right, let's get practical here for a second. On my phone right here, I have a series of alarms, right? Just like alarms that go off at 6 in the morning to wake you up or whatever. I have a series of alarms that I've saved to my phone for just a memory of it. This is like, 10 phones later. When I first started doing this, I was working till like 9:30 at night. And if I have kids, Jill and I do. And I just was missing my family. I'm working 16-hour days, right? So I read Tim Ferriss's book. It inspired me. So I started putting little calendar events, not calendars, but timers, alarms on my phone that would back up 20 minutes earlier every day. So when I started this, let's say I was working till 9 o'clock, 9:30 at night. Let's pick 9 o'clock to make it easy. The next day, Monday through Friday, every day, an alarm would get set for 20 minutes earlier. So my 9 o'clock alarm p.m. to stop working got moved to 8:40. So by 8:40 p.m., I had to be in the house, phone, computer, everything shut down, done working. If I didn't get in by that time, just 20 minutes earlier than the previous day, then I would have to pay each person in my family who was in the kitchen waiting on me $1 per minute that I was late. Okay, so if I got in at 8:41, I would have to pay Jill plus my 5 kids, they're all little then, each $1. So $6 a minute is what I was going to spend if I was late. I kept doing that. Every day I'd move back to 8:20, then 8 o'clock, then 7:40, then 7:20, then 7 o'clock. Every day moving it back, compressing my time, forcing myself, giving myself the need, the drive, the desire to put the limits there so I would be forced to create balance. And all of a sudden, it made me work so hard to figure out, oh my gosh, like I'm fixing to lose serious hours every week. Every week I'm losing hours, maybe an hour and a half a week. What is that? Yeah, something like that, hour and 40 minutes a week. And I would have to get systems down. I would have to hire a VA quickly, even if it was just the most basic VA at the lowest budget I could afford. I got to get started, right? I got to get help, and I got to be on my game. I got to slim down the things I shouldn't be doing. I got to quit wasting time. I got to focus on prospecting that works. I got to get more and more dialed in. That process changed my life because it forced me to get in there and really crush the constraints around me. Hey, what's up? That's a great one. Your mastermind has been, that's so nice. Your mastermind has been so helpful to introduce us to the great structure and systems. Oh, thank you so much for saying that. You put in place. So grateful. So glad you're here. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to be really funny right now. Appreciate that. Good day, my amazing friends. Great to see you guys. So great to see you. What's up? So great to see everybody. So smart. Let's just go with that for a second. Let's just say, thanks for saying I'm smart. But here's the system. It just simply works. It's so stinking easy. Today, set your alarm. When do you usually get off work? Is it 5 o'clock in the afternoon? Is it 10 o'clock in the evening? Whatever it is for you. Set a constraint and start living by it. Every day, back up 5 minutes, back up 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever you want to do. Make it realistic, but set a constraint where over the course of 90 days, 100 days, whatever, you'll start getting more and more and more in the right spot. That's really, really important. You want to put the constraint in there to give yourself a barrier. Remember, let's go back to our need thing right here for a second. Remember, if you don't choose the limit, the edge of that structure, life will choose it for you. I was talking to somebody recently who's had significant health impact from overwork. You and I hear that all the time, right? Somebody's overworking and it causes trouble in their life and their health, their relationships, their finances. Even if they're making tons of money, it somehow seems like people who are working a ton, even if they're making tons of money, it just doesn't work out for them. Balance matters. So walk away with these tips. Go ahead today, right now. Take 5 minutes. Jot what's coming in your head right now on a sticky note, on your desk, on a document. Just jot the note. What's coming in your mind right now to add constraint in your life? Add some parameters in your life. Remember, you adding parameters creates freedom. You adding parameters gives you the right to be able to choose how you structure those parameters. It gives you the opportunity to pick, are you going to delegate? Are you going to build a system? Are you going to create calendar events? Are you going to do some time blocking? Are you going to quit doing some things and do the right things you know you should? Are you going to quit wasting time where I know I'm wasting time, but I'm just going to open Instagram for a minute or Facebook for a minute, whatever. Are you going to make those, write the constraints down and make sure those constraints start narrowing you in and in and in a little bit more each day over the course of months. So it forces you little by little to start making critical decisions that will change your life and change your business and bring that balance back. Excited for our call. Oh yeah, I know, right? Me too. So excited for our call. I never knew who to hire and what it takes. Really, yeah. I have control issues and I don't want to lose. Yep. Uh-huh. I'm right there with you, Jessica. So true. Charlene, great to see you. Karina, awesome to see you too. Anza, Anza, doing the right things is critical. Yeah, to business success. It is, right, Anza? But it's so crazy how we do like the right things and then we do them till 10 o'clock at night. I want to do the right things in the right number of hours. Jessica, I desperately need to find time for self-care. Good one there, Jessica. I work too hard. Oh, wow. I work too much for sure. I get sick 1 time a month for overworking. Yeah. So that's me too. I have to be careful. I personally struggle with anxiety. All right. Just get it out there. Woohoo. I struggle with anxiety. So here's what anxiety does for me. I know how to meditate, know how to stay structured, know how to work out. I do the things that help me stay on my game mentally. But the biggest thing that creates sustainable anxiety for me is overworking, simply because I'm overworking this brain muscle I've got in my mind. I'm one of those people who's thinking all the time. I'm ADHD. I'm always buzzing around in my head. But sitting in front of the computer and just banging things out constantly just simply doesn't bring healthy life to me. So I constrain my work hours and I get real life back. Freaking love that. Love, love, love that. Okay, so ultimately, create the need. Go ahead and build false constraints that aren't true constraints that you're choosing. Remember, you're going to choose them or life's going to choose them. Build the constraints around you and start hemming those in slowly over time. And then choose the skills, the simple calendaring, simple systems, and simple delegation, just the basics. Don't go overboard. Don't build a 20-person team tomorrow. You don't have to do that. Just start building the basics to get that structure back. Let's say you already have, this is kind of fun. You already have a 20-person team. Let's say that. There's a lot of people in our group who have huge teams. But most of them, me included, still struggle with overworking, right? We constantly struggle with that. If you already have a big team, you might need to say, look, I've already got a 20-person team. But I used to have somebody dedicated to help me get the systems and structure and accountability in my life to keep my work-life balance. You might have to go hire your 21st person, and that person is dedicated to just helping you manage your life. It's really, really great to have a person like that. I have a person like that in my agency, and we're continuing to grow, and we're actually looking at bringing in other structures for me and my key team members to help them continue to stay structured. It's so important to have that structure. So create the need, the structure on yourself. Look at those simple skills and start building those things. Don't be discouraged if you don't have that key personality that it takes to just be awesome. Most of us don't have that natural skill set. We just end up in a perfect life. It's okay. The work-life balance is so achievable. You can totally do this. Jessica, so do I. Yeah, anxiety and ADHD. Yeah, those things kind of go together. And by the way, those things are really common for entrepreneurs. So welcome to the party, folks. I took medication for a bit, but maybe less productive. Yep, I'm trying to find a balance without medication intervention. I know, Jessica, I love this. Can't wait till we talk. So yeah, Jessica, I tried medication as well. For me, it's a lot of physical exercise and a lot of cardio, and caffeine helps with the ADHD, some kind of stimulant, and then constantly just choosing to balance. Like when I get done working today, I don't know when I get done today. I think it's like 1 o'clock, something like that. I'm working today from 10 a.m. to 1 o'clock, folks. I have a really great balanced life. It is not because my personality works that way, it's because I need that constraint. But when I get done working today, my mind will be so amped up from just blitzing it for 3 hours. I have to like choose to go paddleboarding, choose to walk the dog, choose to do something outside to calm that down. Anza, John Maxwell says, boy, I hadn't heard that name in a while. What a great speaker and communicator. Teamwork makes the dream work. I love that. We can always do more together than we can do alone. That is so, so true. Teamwork makes the dream work. I love that. I forgot that quote. It's true. That's why we're here together, right? Look at this. We're being a team. We're making the dream work right now. You guys are so encouraging to me. Jessica, yeah, I always feel better when I exercise. Yeah. Definitely need the routine back in my schedule. Yeah. Thank you for the videos. Preach them. You bet. All right. You kids keep crushing it. Here's the thing. I say this almost every day. You guys are awesome. Look at what you've accomplished. Look at your expertise. Look at what you've built. Look at what you've struggled to get to right now. Look how much more you know about your subject than all the other people in your neighborhood, at your Starbucks, or in your online community. You might think, oh, but Chris, there's so many other experts who know more than me. Sure. And you know more than so many other experts. Here's the thing. There is somebody who wants to know from you. They want to know what you've done, how you've done it, and they want your help. They want it to be taught to them in a group or one-on-one or in a done for you agency, whatever. We talk about all those things here. Ultimately, take care of yourself. Build the things. Go ahead and build that constraint. Get that constraint around you. Get the skill sets developed. And don't worry if you don't have that natural personality to be balanced. You can build the need and control your own decisions, and you can build the skills to get that thing done right. And you can have the work-life balance. That's what's going to make you sustainable, not just for you and the ones you love, but make you sustainable for the market you serve. People need you. They don't need you to burn out. We need you in this community. So stay strong, get the structure, lean in if you got questions, jump on a call with me or one of our coaches if you have questions. We have ask questions here. We have so many free resources right here in our community to steer you in the right way and get you set up. We want you to succeed. That's why we built all this stuff. Lean in. So great to see everybody. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here. You have a great one, and we will talk again very, very soon. See you guys.